What's up, family? Coming to you from our underground studio in the heart of the 330. This is DJ 10, and welcome to What's Hot at the 10 Spot. We're that place on your internet radio dial where funky jazz meets R&B, hip-hop, neo-soul, and old-school funk. Only on the radioactive one, WBOB, your place in cyberspace for the most unique listening experience on the internet, and where we play more of what you listen to the radio for. Family, it has indeed been a stellar last few days for sports enthusiasts all over the globe. Just a few weeks ago, we finished the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo and here in Canton, Ohio, wrapped up a 10-day enshrinement celebration for the NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame. Kudos to Northeast Ohio resident and Ashland University graduate Katie Neggett, gold medalist in the women's pole vault, and our homeboy Carlin Isles, who represented the U.S. on the men's rugby team. You know, I've known Carlin and his family since he was 11 years old, and although the rugby team finished sixth, just outside of medal contention, you can't help but be proud of what he's accomplished and how he's represented the 330. Carlin also attended Ashland University, by the way. Much love, C-Fly. Much love and way to represent. Joining us tonight on our global block party just for us grown folks, we've got some brand new jams from William Green, the Jeff Lober Fusion, Kanye Doss, Brian Simpson, Ronnie Smith, and Phil Casagrande, and an old school set featuring Donny Hathaway and Johnny Guitar Watson. And as we do every time we get together, we're going to talk a little politics and pop culture while we count down what's hot and popping on my playlist this week. Opening tonight's show is a pianist, singer, composer, and producer hailing from Cuba, and who is currently based in Miami. At just 3 years old, he began playing the piano. By the time he was 11, he was composing his own music. Today, he composes and performs anything from smooth jazz to R&B and pop. In 2012, he released his first album titled Dim the Lights, which was a smooth jazz instrumental piano album, and one he feels was his most influential. From his latest project, Undressing Your Mind, with this week's number 10 cut on the hot list, this is Carlos Camillo featuring Juan Solbiera, Adriana Michelle with Wait Just a Minute. That was William Green from his new project, The Power of You, with this week's number 9 cut on my hot list, the tune, Distractions. I'm DJ 10, and you've got your internet radio dial locked on to What's Hot at the 10 Spot on Radioactive 1 WBOB. The world-renowned jazz pianist and Berklee School of Music graduate taking us into this next set released his first LP on Inner City Records around the same time I started in the radio business back in 1977. Supported by a revolving cast of musicians, including drummer Dennis Bradford, he recorded 5 early solo albums which highlighted a funky sound influenced by other jazz fusion practitioners such as Herbie Hancock, Weather Report, and Return to Forever, with Return to Forever's Chick Corea appearing on several cuts. Like a lot of other musicians from that era, he performed on a multitude of keyboard instruments, including piano, Rhodes piano, and analog synthesizers, often jamming on his favorite, the Mini Moog, and the sequential circuit's Prophet 5. His 1980 album, Wizard Island, introduced saxophonist Kenny Bruce Gorlick, better known as Kenny G. From his latest project, Space Jam, with the number 8 cut on this week's hot list, this is the Jeff Lober Fusion and Back Room.
are not strong enough to convey what I found is everlasting. We have seen joy and pain, yet so much that we have gained. And all of the challenges, see, we promised us forever. And no matter what, however, we gon' try, even when we have occasional disagreements. See, we find ourselves as one. Every now and again, we are reminded that every day's a new day. Every day's a new day, chance to make it better. Oh, it ain't easy, and I'll tell no lie, but it's worth the fight. Oh, but it ain't easy. Ask me, and I'll tell no lie, but it's worth the fight.
It seems like we're always off and on. It ain't always wrong, but ain't always good. I just feel so misunderstood, yeah. Wish we could just get along consistently, but does it have to be oh so damn heavy all the time? Just trying to ease my mind, but can I let it go? I'm half here and half gone for so long. Can't be formed by the lips that kiss yours for so long. It be so wrong, but it ain't easy. Ask me and I'll tell no lie, but it's worth the fight. Yeah, yeah. But it ain't easy. Ask me and I'll tell no lie, but it's worth the fight. Yeah.
Through it all, ups and downs, we both know it's alright.
But it ain't easy. Ask me and I'll tell no lie,
but it's worth the fight.
tell no lie, worth the fight.
It's worth the fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
It ain't easy.
yeah.
Tell no lie,
Tell no lie.
worth the fight. Yeah.
It ain't easy. Sometimes we say things that we shouldn't. The end of the day. We got love. But we don't. It ain't easy.
But it ain't easy. Ask me and I'll tell no lie,
Nothing can
but
stand.
it's worth the fight.
Worth the fight.
Yeah. But it ain't easy. Ask me and I'll tell no lie, but it's worth the fight.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nothing can stand in our way. Nothing. 'Cause we got love.
Back in 2011, she was referred to as Cleveland's reigning queen of the indie soul sound. She says of her latest project, looking at things through rose-colored glasses may not be in our best interest. Sometimes it's necessary to see things just as they are. Occasionally, with open communication and transparency, things can possibly turn around. From her LP Through Rose-Colored Glasses, that was Kanya Doss featuring Eric Roberson in this week's number 7 cut, It Ain't Easy. Before we get back to tonight's show, I'd like to take a moment to welcome some new folks to our global neighborhood. A Radioactive One shout-out to several new listeners, Juanita from Spencer, Oklahoma, Doris, Fishers, Indiana, Cynthia, Fort Worth, Texas, Kendall from OKC, and Ian Carlo from the beautiful tropical isle of Puerto Rico. Welcome to our ever-expanding global neighborhood. We've just added St. Paul, Minnesota, Gilbert, Arizona, Almonte Springs, Florida, and Las Vegas, Nevada here stateside, and Ghana, Mexico, Malaysia, and Portugal to the more than 50 countries overseas. Again, welcome to our neighborhood. We'd love to connect with you in person. So be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Twitter or visit our website, Radioactive1WBOB. And in this age of fake news, alternative facts, and damn lies, while you're in the neighborhood, check out our online publications On the Corner, our daily newspaper, and our blog, Back on the Block, for real news and conversation just for us grown folks. You're listening to What's Hot at the 10 Spot on Radioactive 1 WBOB, where we play more of what you listen to the radio for. I'm DJ 10, and we'll be back with more music and conversation for grown folks after these messages.
Hey there, check out this exciting new tune from Jazz Holdouts featuring the one and only Nathan East. Hiya Baya, a cool brew of chill beats with an intoxicating hook. The Jazz Holdouts include Michael Thompson, Alan Palanker, Louis Cordelese, and now Nathan East. Find Hiya Baya in the smoothjazz.com listening loft and all over the world, wherever you find your music, including jazzholdouts.com.
Smooth Jazz sax star Vincent Ngala delivers Fire and Desire on his brand new Shanachie release. With nearly 24 top 10 singles, including 8 number ones, Vincent produced, played every instrument, and composed all but one track on his 7th studio album. Find Fire and Desire in the smoothjazz.com listening loft and catch Vincent on tour near you by visiting vincentngala.com.
Learning in person.
All right, everybody settle down. Find your place, please.
Getting back to the moments we miss starts with getting informed.
Listen, get your books out. We're going to start here with chapter
Get the
3.
latest info about COVID-19 vaccines at getvaccineanswers.org. It's up to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
You know, family, we all want to get back to life before COVID. And the COVID-19 vaccines have the potential to transform life as we know it today and save hundreds of thousands of lives. But they can only be successful if millions of Americans recognize the urgency, safety, and vital importance of getting vaccinated. While many have already started the vaccination process, there is currently a general lack of confidence. Overall, 40% of the U.S. public have expressed concerns ranging from skeptical to open but uncertain about getting vaccinated. We here at Radioactive want to encourage you to get the latest vaccine information because personal education is the first step in building confidence in the vaccines. And trust me, family, I understand your concerns, but don't risk your life or the lives of your family and friends on a Facebook or an Instagram post. To see common questions and get more vaccine information, visit getvaccineanswers.org. And to learn more about the COVID Vaccine Education Initiative, visit our partners at theadcouncil.org/COVID vaccine. After graduating from Northern Illinois University, the artist opening this next set relocated to the City of Angels, where he was soon playing alongside musicians Gerald Albright and Norman Brown, and eventually on tour with Janet Jackson. In 1990, he received a call from George Duke that led to a decade of touring and production work with the late, great jazz legend. It was his stint with George that led to working with a variety of artists from James Ingram and Anita Baker to Dave Koz and Wayman Teasdale. His current LP is sitting at number 6 on the smoothjazz.com charts and just happens to hold down that same spot on my hot list this week. From his latest project, All That Matters, this is Brian Simpson and Whisper to Me.
this, can I have just one dance with you? Must admit, I was hooked the moment I saw you. Candlelight, atmosphere, music in the air. Your perfume filled the room. I'm loving the clothes you wear. Double dare you to take a chance tonight. Don't resist, I can feel that the time is right. So strong, so strong. Your love is so strong, so strong. Tell me this, like to know, is there someone else? Did you come with your girls, or are you by yourself? If you'd like to be friends, I'd like to take you out. Maybe then we can see what this is all about. So strong, so strong, so strong. Your groove is so strong. I'd like to know. So strong, I can feel it so strong, so strong.
music school or saxophone shop, or even a teacher to start him off in his native Uganda. The artist closing out that set and take the number 5 cut on my hot list this week refused to allow circumstances to dictate his future. From his latest single, and again the number 5 jam this week, that was Isaiah Katumwa with Dance Again. I'm DJ 10, and you're listening to What's Hot at the 10 Spot, where we play more of what you listen to the radio for. He's an accomplished pianist, gifted vocalist, and sought-after composer and studio musician. It's been said that when he plays piano, his style draws comparison to the greats like Joe Sample, Bob James, and the aforementioned George Duke. And his vocal style conjures up the spirits of Donny Hathaway and Nat King Cole. With this week's number 4 cut on my hot list, from his latest project, This Is Me, with his rendition of the classic R&B hit by the Spinners, this is Brian Clay, and I'll Be Around.
I can't get past it. You slow me down like 285 in rush hour traffic. You're holding me hostage. I feel like a prisoner. My body and soul are in your control. You own it like master. I just want peace of mind. I just want you out my system. Why can't you let me go? Why can't I keep my distance? Why do I feel inclined to call you up every time I miss it? So damn inconsistent. We just fall in love, break it off, run it back, and fold the cards. So I try my hand once again. I'm over us until I'm not, yeah. So good until it's not. You push my buttons and you give me butterflies. Drive me insane in two different ways, depending upon the night. This is a gamble. This shit is dangerous. Russian roulette, you're holding your breath and praying we get it right. You should just let me go. You should get me out your system. Easier said than done. I never keep my distance. You know that I'm gonna always call you up every time I miss it. So damn inconsistent. We just fall in love, break it off, run it back, and fold the cards. So I try my hand once again. I'm over us until I'm not, yeah. So damn good till it's not.
Like many musicians dealing with the impact of the pandemic-related lockdowns and sudden loss of normal schedules, the Maryland-based guitarist taking us out of that set had a lot of career adjustments to make in 2020. Along with the other stresses that accompanied last year, within a 9-month span, he lost both of his parents and a niece. As it has been for all of his life, both as a military musician and a recording artist, music was the one thing that sustained him. From his latest LP, Coastal Sunset, with the number 3 jam this week, that was Ronnie Smith with Love and Happiness. I'm DJ Tanner. We'll be back with more music and conversation for grown folks after these messages.
You're listening to Back on the Block, your place in cyberspace for the most unique blend of music, news, and conversation on issues and events that impact our community.
How do airplanes fly? What's in this box? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Learn how to store your gun securely and make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
He was the heart of your family, and he taught you our history. He helped you fix your first flat. He was the best backyard DJ around, and every time he'd tell a story, he'd own the room. But now more than ever, he may feel alone. Today, older adults and their loved ones are struggling to connect, in a time when connection has never been more important. But there is something we can do. Embrace our older loved ones through StoryCorps Connect. With StoryCorps Connect, you can honor seniors remotely with an interview about their life. Every interview will be archived at the Library of Congress, becoming part of American history, so that years from now, future generations can listen in.
All right, Grandpa, what's one piece of advice you have for me?
Just 3 words, sweetheart. Live with courage.
The man that had the best stories still has plenty of stories to tell. So connect virtually and share the conversation of a lifetime at storycorpsconnect.org/AARP. Connect, honor, share. StoryCorps Connect. A message from AARP, StoryCorps, and the Ad Council.
Grammy-nominated West Coast multi-instrumentalist, composer, and producer Dennis Murphy delivers an enlightened new collection of songs, channeling jazz, funk, Latin, and R&B vibes. Our Higher Selves. Featuring special guest saxophonists Eric Marienthal, Tower of Power's Tom Politzer, and Kirk Whalum. Our Higher Selves is available now in the smoothjazz.com listening loft and everywhere you source your music.
Brother, sister, I never missed her 'cause she's right here with me.
Meet the artist at DennisMurphyMusic.com.
Coming to you from the heart of the 330, I'm DJ 10, and you're listening to What's Hot at the 10 Spot, where there's a method to our madness and a message in our music. With 13 studio albums on his list of accomplishments, the fusion jazz artist opening this set brings R&B, pop, rock, and funk to make music that takes listeners to another stratosphere. Charting number 1 in both categories of Billboard Smooth Jazz and SiriusXM Watercolors with numerous hits. The Spartanburg, South Carolina native's work with the late Prince and the New Power generation led him to join forces on the stage and studio with the likes of CeeLo Green and Stevie Wonder, just to name a few. With his rendition of Marvin Gaye's R&B classic and this week's number 2 cut on my hot list, this is Marcus Anderson from his LP Hero with I Want You.
Oh yeah. Where my Marley Gang lovers at out there? Can y'all make some noise? Give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. I just want to vibe on this for a little bit. At this time, I can't do this song by myself. I got to bring one of my friends back up. You saw him a little bit earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back to the stage, A-Love. Give him a taste of the love right now, and we just ride it out this groove right here. Can we start it for y'all? Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 1. for me. Hey, love, go ahead and give him a little taste of that.
been so many places in my life and time. I've sung a lot of songs, I've made some bad rhymes. I've acted out my life in stages with 10,000 people watching. But we're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. I know your image of me is what I hope to be. I treated you unkindly, but darling, can't you see? There's no one more important to me. Baby, can't you see through me? 'Cause we're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. You taught me precious secrets of a true love, holding nothing. You came out in front when I was hiding. Now I'm so much better, and if my words don't come together, listen to the melody, 'cause my love is in there hiding. No space or time. I love you for my life. You're a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone, and I was singing this song to you. There's no space or time. I love you for my life. You're a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone, and I was singing this song to you. We were alone, and I was singing this song to you. We were alone, and I was singing this song. Singing this song to you.
The legendary R&B artist closing out that set was born in Chicago, Illinois, and was raised by his grandmother in the Carr Square housing projects in St. Louis, Missouri. It was while he was studying music on a fine arts scholarship at Howard University in Washington, D.C., that he met another legend in the music business, and the two of them would later collaborate on an album that garnered them both critical and commercial success on both the pop and R&B charts. From the LP bearing its name, that was Donny Hathaway and The Song for You. I'm DJ 10, and ain't no party like a grown folks party, and you can party with grown folks on Radioactive 1 on Live 365. That's Radioactive 1 on Live 365, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Music, news, and conversation just for us grown folks. You know, family, we kind of set the table closing out that last set with R&B legend Donny Hathaway. We're going to keep you jamming down memory lane with another legend from back in the day. I'm sure you're going to remember this one. Here is Johnny Guitar Watson and A Real Mother For Ya.
Wanna buy a new car, but the price ain't right. Ain't that gold? Be a downside cheaper, yes it would. Started riding a bike. Listen, they're making milk out of powder. Yeah, they are. Got the babies crying. Poor baby, they know what that stuff is. Rent's gone up higher, yes it is. Got the parents lying. I'll pay you tomorrow. Lord, it's a real mother for ya, yeah. Make you wanna run for cover, yes it will. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real mother for ya, yeah. Oh! Listen, got to go to a disco, throw your troubles away. Dance to the music, yeah, that the DJ play. Well, all right. And then the lights come on, yeah, like you knew they would. Is that cold? Gone home and face the music that don't sound too good. Ain't that cold? Listen, Lord, it's a real mother for ya. It'll make you wanna run for cover, yeah. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real mother for ya, yeah. Oh! discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Say it's a real motherfucker. Oh, get out of here! My goodness. Too cold. Cold-blooded, cold-blooded. I'm telling you the truth. Let me stop here at this gas station. Give me 3 gallons of low lead. I'm full, nothing else. I better stop and get me 2 hot dogs and a strawberry soda. It's a real motherfucker. Yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Yeah. Woo, it's a real motherfucker.
It's your DJ, I'm Lenny Green, with a call to the dance floor for all of you steppers out there. Fellas, grab your ladies tight. Ladies, make them feel alright, cause this is the last song of the night, baby. Or WSRD 33.3, y'all.
Hey, Mr. DJ, I heard you dedicate this last one to the lovers. Well, make this a 'cause to me it means much more than the others. Oh, me and my baby just agreed to disagree, and that we really love each other. We gotta know when to let things be, so I'll put on my slipping shoes, save this dance for me and you. I had a real good time, but now it's time to say goodbye.
Yours by invite only, not one for reminiscing. Right now I can't resist it, as I recall how you cured my lonely. And those were the days ships might sail away as they leave for different options. Things had to change, chapters turn a page, but the story's never forgotten. Oh, that's all, baby. Yeah, party's over. Can't believe it's come to be. No. In the meanwhile, while we move on, let's go once more. Can I get one more chance with you? Said we've been here so long, though we walked in alone, we still wound up together.
Would it be so wrong if we prayed that this song would stay on forever? It's the last song. Last song, baby, yeah.
Party's over. Guess we gotta go now. In the meanwhile, I don't wanna go.
But let's go once more.
I don't wanna be just a friend. No. Well, at least we have tonight. I don't wanna say goodbye. Can we give it one more try? I don't wanna say goodbye. Rather give it one more try. Let the record spin again. I don't wanna go home.
Family, if you're listening to the podcast version of tonight's show, why don't you tune into our station, Radioactive 1 on Live 365, and check out our weekly lineup, starting with the Morning Mix, which airs from 8 to 12, followed by America's #1 progressive talk show, The Tom Hartman Show, from 12 to 3. And while you're in the neighborhood, you might as well hang around, for it's an R&B kind of afternoon from 3 to 7 p.m., and later chill out with jazz at the corner of 10th and J Street, which airs Monday through Thursday from 7 p.m. to midnight. Coming to you from our underground studio in the heart of the 330, I'm DJ 10, and you're listening to What's Hot at the 10 Spot on Radioactive 1 WBOB, your place in cyberspace for the most unique listening experience on the internet. Don't dare go nowhere, because we'll be back to unveil tonight's #1 cut on my hot list after these messages.
Celebrating women and their inner strength, flutist Kim Scott takes on Chaka Khan's classic, I'm Every Woman, featuring Althea Renee and Reagan Whiteside. This flute squad delivers an empowering performance with a triple threat of today's hottest jazz musicians. Kim Scott's I'm Every Woman, featuring Althea Renee and Reagan Whiteside, is available now on Intervision Records, in the smoothjazz.com listening loft, and at kimscottmusic.com.
If you're worried your friend may be struggling, remember, you don't have to be there to be there.
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat on the game, kick off your flip-flops. You could ask on your couch while you binge watch. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and the Jed Foundation.
ARJG and the Strong Group present an exciting jazz music experience in San Antonio, Texas on Saturday, October 23rd. The South Central Jazz Fest. Featuring soul jazz flutist Althea Renee. Saxtress Jeanette Harris and vocalist Nebu Fullman performing live at historic Hangar 9. A sophisticated night of jazz in Alamo City with local cuisine and a portion of the proceeds going to San Antonio's Alzheimer's Association. Get your tickets now at AltheaReneeJazzFest.com.
Quite frankly, family, we had originally had another cut tabbed as our number one jam this week, but whenever this next group puts out something new, I'll be the first to admit that it's hard for me not to move their jam to the head of the line. Even if the case is like this upcoming piece where they put a fresh new spin on one of their classic hits. For decades, this band has spanned the musical genres of R&B, soul, funk, jazz, disco, pop, dance, Latin, and Afro pop, you name it. They've been described as one of the most innovative and are among the most commercially successful acts of all time. With 6 Grammy wins and 17 nominations to their credit and sales of over 90 million records, they are also one of the world's best-selling bands of all time. Rolling Stone magazine declared, and I agree, that the band changed the sound of black pop, and VH1 described them as one of the greatest bands ever. With the contemporary remake of one of their classics and this week's number one cut on my hot list, this is Earth, Wind & Fire, featuring Lucky Day with If You Want My Love.
You ain't gotta say much, I can tell that love means something to you. And when we ain't talking, your thoughts keep telling you you're feeling me too. So why you keep it bottled up? Open up and let me show you what I can do. I got nothing to prove. If the pressure too hard, then baby I can turn it loose. It's good times, tell me babe what you waiting on. Your eyes say they don't wanna be alone. I want you, you want me too. Oh. Well, I bet ya. Oh. All you gotta do is try. Don't let the moment pass you by. You wanna show me what's inside? I can see it all in your eyes. It's good times. Tell me, babe, what you waiting on? Your eyes say they don't wanna be alone, but you won't find out if you never try. You want my love. Can't find it, you can't find it. Love. Feel inside.
You've been listening to What's Hot at the 10 Spot right here on Radioactive 1 WBOB, where there's a method to our madness and a message in our music. We're going to close out tonight's show with a Zen parable that we posted on our blog way back in 2007. Zen parables are seemingly paradoxical statements that are designed to prompt self-reflection and self-illumination on the part of the reader. There's no one right way to interpret them, no one neat answer to explain them, and no ultimate meaning that can be derived from them. The title of this particular Zen parable is, Our Choices Are Not Always as Simple as They Seem. A man walking across a field encountered a tiger. He fled, the tiger chasing after him. Climbing to a cliff, he caught hold of a wild vine and swung himself over the edge. The tiger sniffed at him from above. Terrified, the man looked down to where below another tiger had come waiting to eat him. Two mice, one white and one black, little by little began to gnaw away at the vine. The man saw a luscious strawberry near him. Grasping the vine with one hand, he plucked the strawberry with the other. How sweet it tasted. The man in the parable had choices, none of which were particularly appealing. He could wait the tigers out and hope the mice didn't eat through the vine. He could feed the strawberry to the mice so that they'd stop gnawing on the vine and maybe buy him a little more time again, hoping the tigers would get tired and go away. Or he could hang onto the vine for as long as he could, eat the strawberry himself, savoring it because it might just be his last meal. You know, the tiger that is COVID-19 obviously isn't going away. And with almost 50% of Americans unvaccinated, we're again finding ourselves facing a health crisis, and there are those among us who are gnawing at our lifeline by continuing to spread misinformation about COVID-19 and the COVID vaccines. Family, our choices, like the ones facing the man in the parable, are not always as simple as they seem, but make sure you're making the right decisions for yourself and your loved ones. It's okay to be skeptical, but make your choice to get vaccinated or not get vaccinated based on the science, not disinformation you found on social media or from something you heard around the water cooler at work. If you have questions, visit getvaccineanswers.org to learn more about the new COVID-19 variants and the COVID vaccines. Remember, family, the life you save just might be your own. With much love for you and yours, I'm DJ 10, and we'll see you soon.
It's a little while.